tone.
Sarah, will you turn it the little now?
Yeah.
Three, two, okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, hello. Hey, captains, boaters, and cruisers in the St. Augustine area. My name is Brian Bliss, and I'm coming to you we're doing the Captain's Corner here live on the Motor Vessel Ovation here at the Marina Munch, located at the English Landing Marina. And we do the Captain's Corner, and it's more of an informal question. It's more of an informal way to talk to local movers and shakers here in the St. Augustine area. We got a couple guests today that we're going to talk with, and they're going to give you a little bit of information about what they do to help our St. Augustine area. Well, like I said, my name is Brian Bliss, and this is part of the St. Augustine Cruisers Network broadcast. This is just the live, this isn't the VHF broadcast, this is what we do right afterward. Why we do this? We do this to share, candidly, we can share important information with the boating community, and it's a good way to meet different people that work in and around the city of St. Augustine. We have some great guests. Last week we had Christy with the St. Augustine Farmers Market on, and this week we've got some great guests on. They'll be on in just a moment. I'd like to encourage participation. This is live through Facebook. If you're joined in with us, if you have any questions for any of our guests or want to share any information with the group, please feel free to do so at any time.
And you don't have to call in. I can watch the comments.
Yeah,
you don't have to hear your voice.
It's not like the radio, so it's not like
Javier will try to answer them. He'll probably answer them well.
it's not as formal as being on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, summer's here, and this weekend is sizing up to be a beautiful weekend. It's going to be hot. It's summer. The best way to stay cool here in the St. Augustine area is to stay wet. So remember, the sandbars are going to be going off this weekend, and the Sandbar Patrol will be out there. The Anchor Eat Sandbar Patrol will be out there. You'll have the Ice Cream Cowboy, and we'll have Britt out there. They're going to have some fresh food out there. They're going to have hot pizza from America's favorite. That's Pizza Hut. And then we're going to have ice cream from the Ice Cream Cowboy. And then we're going to have the St. Augustine's favorite hot dog, which is Hotdogs by Dogtown Hotdogs. And that's who we have joining us today, is the man behind the grill with Dogtown. So I'd like to introduce you to Javier. Javier here, he is the man behind the grill that supplies the hot dogs to the farmers market in St. Augustine, also to the outpost off of Moultrie, and he makes the official hot dog for the Sandbar Patrol. So without further ado, how you doing, Javier?
And I'm doing amazing. Thank you for having me over, man.
Cool, man. I'm glad that you're here, dude. He makes a great hot dog. Yeah. I tell you, if you like hot dogs, he makes a great hot dog. He just makes all kinds of good food. All of his stuff is really clean. He's just a great guy to work with. Anchor Eats, we've partnered up with him, and they supply our hot dogs to the Sandbar. But he supplies hot dogs to everybody in St. Augustine. He has a great hot dog. So, Javier, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been grilling?
Well, I've been in the food industry for over 20 years, but after my dad passed away, we made the choice to come back to St. Augustine and start something.
Well, we are glad you did.
So I found hot dogs being like something that it's fun. It's just fun to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like who doesn't like a hot dog?
Exactly.
You know?
Who doesn't like a hot dog? Who doesn't like a good
like
hot
you
dog?
call it American taco.
Yeah, it's American taco, man. He makes a heck of a hot dog. And we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you came back, and your dad's probably very proud of you looking down from heaven.
And it's been 2 years of grilling it hard.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as I moved to St. Augustine, me and my wife made the choice, and it's been great.
It's been good, man. I'm glad.
Yeah. Now we have a second location, so.
Yeah. He's got locations. Well, you got 3 locations. You're
Three
actually on the
locations
water
with
as
you.
well. That's
Correct.
right.
Correct.
So, what kind of dogs does Dogtown sell?
So we do all beef Nathans.
All beef
Okay.
Nathans, all right.
What makes it different than the rest is I do like a Venezuelan fusion,
Yeah.
and beside that I do what they call the dirty water hot dog.
Yeah.
Grill it, and then when you grill the bun, that's the secret. You
That's
know?
the secret. That's what everybody talks about at Sandbar, that
So
grilled bun, man.
that's why your people out there love it.
Yeah, it's that grilled bun that makes it. You know, people underestimate the bread. The bread is very important with any sandwich, man.
In anything you do.
Yeah,
You know?
that's super cool, man. I tell you, you know, ever since we've been serving hot dogs out there, people have been eating them up, man. They love them to death. You've done a great job right there.
You gotta put love into what you do too. You know, it's not just you're just gonna put the hot dog there.
Yeah.
You know it takes me.
Yeah, I tell you, and you got a clean thing. All your stuff is clean, and they can find you. I've seen you at the farmers market. I've seen you at the outpost. So why don't you tell the folks how do they find you? I found you a couple ways, but how do people find Dogtown?
So the best way is to go on dog_town 904.
Okay.
And also, if you want to visit one of the locations every Sunday,
Okay.
I am from 9 to 1 at the Classic Car Museum Farmers Market.
That's a good one.
And then every day from.
Excuse me, hold on, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Hey, will you ask Kelly to come up and grab that the camera right there? You just tilt it up there
Yeah.
for me. Thank you. All right. Perfect. Yeah,
Little technical problems, but-
Sorry about our technical
Uh-oh.
problems. Kelly, our producer, she was down there. She's also the chef and everything. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
So
you.
the other way to find me is every day from
Sorry.
Tuesday through Saturday,
Yeah.
from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm at the Outpost,
Yeah.
which is such a great place that people should be visiting because
Isn't
it's
that like a new food truck village? It's off of Moultrie there.
correct. It's a very community guided place. You know, like you can bring your pets, you can bring your kids, you can bring your family, and it's in the open.
Yeah, it's a nice
So you
big
have
open area.
you have 5 different things to select. We have Jamaican food, which is amazing, by the way. We
Yeah.
have very good tacos, crepes. We
bit of
have
everything.
we have a new guy that brings like pizza cones
Mm-hmm.
and the best dog time.
Yeah, that's right. You got the best hot
dogs.
dogs there at Dogtown. And you also,
I
I saw a TV there, a big screen TV that's outside. Isn't there like a TV out
Correct,
there? And then
correct.
there's misters and umbrellas and tables and chairs. It really is a cool little
Yeah,
outpost.
we open at 7. Myself, I do beside hot dogs. I do breakfast sandwiches that are
Oh, yeah.
all made from scratch.
I've had one of those. They're very good.
Yeah, I
They're
made my own sausage. I'm curing my own bacon, making my corned beef hash,
Yeah.
fresh biscuits every morning.
So you make
So
it
we
from
open
scratch.
we open at 7 and we close at 9 p.m.
All right. Open
Some
at
of
seven.
the food trucks start a little bit later than I do.
So that means if you're going fishing and you need to get some food early in the morning, you can grab some. You can grab a
Indeed.
a nice breakfast sandwich right there
That's
from
right.
Dogtown.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. So that's how we find you. What's on the horizon for Dogtown? What's the next move? What do you think? You're on the water now. You're at the outpost. You're
Well,
at the
man,
farmers market.
I was not expecting to be opening a second location within the first year and a half. So my expectation will be in the future opening an actual
Brick and mortar restaurant.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. The vision of everybody will be having multiples.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at least we got to start with something.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I wish you the best luck. If it came down to like what the quality of what you're putting out there, yeah, I mean, you could definitely
Don't
do
forget
it.
the Hancock fries, man.
Oh yeah, dude, it's good, man. Your food is great.
Carly wants to know if someone can hire you for a private event.
Of course. Yes, if you go into our Instagram on dog_town 904, you can get in contact with us, and we have a big variety that you can actually select from. We try to work on the affordability, so
Well, you have the big food truck, and then you have a hot dog cart. So you have a little bit. You got the ability to be mobile and to go anywhere. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so you could do an event. That'd be great.
The advantage, like the good part about my hot dog cart is that it's a 5-footer,
Yeah.
so I can fit it through any gate. So
Okay.
if you have a birthday party, you have any party in your backyard, a pool party, I can just roll that thing in, feed you the best hot dogs, clean up, and goodbye.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So hopefully, any other questions there, Kel?
I don't see any.
All right. Well, if anybody's got any questions for Javier with Dogtown, now would be the time. So we found out how to get in touch with him, and if you want to go check him out, he's at on Sundays. You can see him at the St Augustine Farmers Market. That's my favorite. I love going there. I love Kristen.
It's super fun, man.
She's super cool.
She's
and
amazing.
It's such a great event, and I love going there. And every now and then you might see the ice cream cowboy there. I've heard. So every now and then they go there and pick up those hot dogs, man.
Hey man, people look for it for the tall hat.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's the cowboy over there in the corner. Well, I want to tell you folks, I appreciate you coming out here
Oh, man,
and
thank
talking
you
with
for the
us and joining
opportunity.
us and letting y'all know if you're a hot dog snob and you want to go get some good hot dogs, I highly recommend Dogtown. He's everywhere. You could go down south of the city. You could catch him at the farmers market. You could catch him at the outpost there off Moultrie. You can get him to come to your house for a private event, and you can also get him at the Sandbar
Sandbar.
with the
That's
Anchorage
right.
Sandbar Patrol.
That's
So I
right.
highly recommend them. They're very good. They makes a great hot dog. You know, I tell people sometimes you want steak, sometimes you might want Italian, but everybody always likes a hot dog there.
And it's a good thing that you do after the beach,
Yeah.
after a good boat day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, or during a boat day.
It's easy. It's hand food. You can just eat it. It's just
Yeah.
very easy.
And you know who's going to be serving all your hot dogs this weekend are the Anchorage daughters.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Anchorage daughters
Yeah.
out there this weekend.
B&B.
We got the
B&B.
Brit coming in town. She's flying in town.
Bree and Brooke.
And then we're gonna have a little Brookie out there, and they're gonna the Angel, and they're gonna be with the Cowboy out there, and they're gonna be serving up Dogtown hot dogs at the Sandbar. Well, thank you very much for
No,
joining us.
thank you so much.
I highly recommend Dogtown hot dogs. It's a great thing. Check him out. That's Javier. Tell him that you heard about him on the St. Augustine Cruisers Network Captain's Corner. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna be talking to Sam with Stache Island Diving Service. So we'll
Sorry
be
I
right back.
dropped Javier, Carly, but he didn't get hurt. He has no bruising.
All right. Well, cool. Well, thank you. All right,
No, man.
good job, man. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for being here, dude.
Anytime.
You did a killer, man.
You know, it's the kind of things that it's appreciated.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. No, I tell you, dude, it's had good things happen to good people, man. This is proof of
We
it.
need to do it again.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here.
No, thank you, man.
All right, and then you can hang out with us, or I know you got your family up there, so if you want to go up there and do your family thing, whatever you want to do, dude. My cast is Sucast.
I gotta go chase him.
All right, cool. He's got to go play dad. Come on in here, Sam. All right. You're all mic'd up.
See you later.
All right, see you, Javier. Thank you so much.
We'll talk on Saturday.
I'll call you tomorrow and give you the
For
give you the
Saturday.
order.
Well, Friday for Saturday.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Thank you for joining us.
You got it.
All right. All right.
Look who this is.
I know we got the stash on here. So St. Augustine has got some
I
pretty
said I was
large.
going to do that.
St. Augustine's got some pretty large mooring fields and anchorages, and some of those boats that are on those anchor balls and mooring balls, they very seldom go to land. They are true nomads. They stay out on the water, but they need to have underwater services too. So who do they call? They call Stache Island Diving Service, and we got Sam today. He's the owner of the Stache Island Diving Service, which is a mobile diving service that is here in the St. Augustine area. Sam is the owner. He's also a local legend here, and he kind of takes care of everybody out there on the water. He's very humble, so he's probably laughing at me, but he takes care of everybody out there on the water. I've heard him untangling props. He finds he goes down and looks for your anchor. We've had people lose anchors that have been retrieved by him. We've had people have emergencies, and he goes out there on the water. He really is an unofficial ambassador to St. Augustine. So I'm so happy to have Sam here, and thank you so much, Sam, for being here. And so I wanted to ask Sam. I know the waters are warming up now, and we have we're getting lots of growth on the bottoms of boats. So I wanted to see, and just talk to you and give you the scoop of what's going on underwater. And remember, folks, I encourage participation. We got the stash here. If you got any underwater questions, now's the time to do it. But let's start out with, how you doing, man?
Good.
Yeah. How's life, man? Pretty good.
I'm on the water.
Living the
Big
dream.
complaining.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from and stuff like that?
Kind of all over.
Yeah.
I lived in Oklahoma, Pittsburgh, and I've been in this area since 2006.
No, you've been here for a while. Yeah.
I finally decided to get a boat
Yeah.
in 2018.
All right. Cool. So you've been on the water. All right. That's awesome. How long have you been swimming around in the water?
As Stache Island, about 5 years.
Okay.
I think. And I started diving on my own boat.
Okay.
And
just
decided
morphed into doing it for others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of snowballed.
Yeah, you're the man out there. I tell you, everybody. It's funny on our Facebook page. People ask about a diver, and everybody will say Sam, or Stache, and it really is pretty cool that they all recommend Sam to come out there. So, You know, one of the things that we as boaters have to deal with at St. Augustine are the strong currents. So, how do you deal with that when you're diving?
It depends. I would say 70% of the time it's easy to swim against the currents.
Yeah.
That 30, like around the new moon
Right.
and the full moon.
Right.
When you get, and sometimes like wind and stuff, it's
Will
pretty
make it
bad.
increase. Now, are there areas in St. Augustine that are worse than others?
Volano.
Volano.
North of the inlet is really bad.
Okay.
I've heard this.
It's probably a mile,
Yeah.
an hour faster.
Really?
than
So you
north
hear
of
that? Yeah, you hear that? That Volano Beach has got that strong currents up there, so be using caution up there.
Here isn't too bad. San Sebastian River.
Yeah.
Salt Run, there's barely any current.
All right. Now, do you, when you're diving boat, if a boater needs you to dive a boat in the Salt Run or in the Volano Beach area, do you need to like plan around the tides? Do you kind of book it around the tides to make sure that it's safe for you or anything like that?
Not in Salt Run, there's no current in Salt
Right.
Run. Volano, there have been some times where I'm like, let's move the boat before I can, or I have to get a
Or you
slack
gotta wait
tide.
until you get a good tide,
Right.
and, you know, or slack tide or something.
Sometimes slack tide lasts an hour, sometimes it lasts like seemingly like 5 minutes. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
It's all magic.
You
I
can't
don't
clean
know.
the boat in 5 minutes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know the water's warming up now, and we got some cruisers joined in with us.
That's right.
Yeah, we got Karen. Woo! So, welcome you guys. Thanks for coming. So the water's warming up out there, and what kind of growth are we getting now? Are we getting grass? Are we getting barnacles? Like, what do you get out there? What are you dealing with?
We're getting barnacles now.
So it's warming up for barnacles?
Yeah. You get it's like green algae on the water line.
Okay.
And usually lower where the sun isn't hitting as much, it's just barnacles.
Just barnacles.
I haven't noticed them too big yet.
Okay, so they're getting, but how long do you think, what do you recommend people dive their boat? Like, what kind of duration? If they're cruisers and they're in the field and they're wanting to maintain premium, you know, optimum cruising, you know, hull speed and stuff, what do you recommend?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's a month or month and a half, or you think it's down to 3 weeks now?
Most people do about 2 weeks. I mean, not 2 weeks, 2 months.
Yeah.
But if you're moving it all the time, I would probably do it.
Do a little bit more, and then the friction.
After
kind of
2
keeps
weeks,
something
you're
on.
gonna noticeably have.
It'll change the performance.
Yeah, well, at first I tell people call me when you need me.
Yeah.
It's kind of a balance. Like you don't want to clean it too hard because you're gonna scrape off your paint.
Right.
So, but you are not gonna be able to move if you're.
Yeah, if you let it go too long, then you got barnacles on barnacles, and it's just a little bit worse. And it's different if you're a liveaboard and you have your boat somewhere and you need to get the intakes cleaned. Now, do you do ever, like for liveaboards or anything, do you come out and just do like intakes, or do you do the whole bottoms, or sometimes would you just do like air conditioner intakes or anything like that that people need to clean?
Yeah, I've done just intakes. I've done just running gear,
Right.
where they wanted to make sure they can move.
They can move.
I've done
Yeah.
troubleshooting for
Yeah,
intakes
yeah.
and
Kelly.
you know, launch drop phones and
Yeah.
lines caught in
I've
props.
lost anchors. I've heard of all of it. I
Sorry,
knew
everybody.
there was a time where Sam went out. There was some people that were out there. One of our cruising family, her name's Em, and her husband Connor. They have a wonderful family, and they were here in St. Augustine, and they had somebody come by and hit their anchor line, and it broke their anchor line. They were adrift, and they lost all their rode and their anchor and their chain. And Stache went out there and found that for them. That was pretty good, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got lucky on that one. I
Yeah,
found it
that was
pretty
pretty
quick.
cool, man. That was
A lot
good.
of times you have to swim around a lot.
Yeah, but that's still good that you do that kind of stuff, man. You know, and then I remember, and most people don't know this, but they called him up and they were trying to move the boat back to Salt Run in the dark after it happened. And Sam went out there and helped guide him in with his lights and stuff. So he helps out a lot for our boating community. Sam's like I said, he's an unofficial ambassador here in St. Augustine on the water. Now, let's see. How do people get a hold of you, Sam? If they want to get in touch with you for service or whatever you do underwater, how do they get a hold of you?
Did you post the phone number?
I posted the number with your number on there, and then also, but
I hate to say texting is the best way to get a hold of me.
okay, all right, that's good.
I've been getting too many spam calls
Well,
lately.
you can't answer the phone with your number.
I never, like a month ago, I never got spam calls.
Yeah,
I've
now
been
it's
getting-
like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you can reach him. The telephone number of Sam's is 904-248-2691. That's 904-248-2691. And like I said, the best way to get in touch with him is give him a text. That's Sam with Stache Island Diving Service. So tell us, you come to people by boat. Like you live on a boat, so you know the boating lifestyle. So when they call you, they don't have to go to you. You come to them, right?
yeah,
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
I usually just do mooring fields and
Right.
boats and anchor.
Okay, but then yeah, so you go to them though. You
Yeah.
know, I've seen you under the water out there. You'll see his dive flag out there. You know, make sure you go slow. If you see him out there diving the boat, he's under the water there. Well, does anybody have anything on there they'd like to ask Sam? Any questions for Sam? For
Brooklyn said, Sam the Stache.
Sam is the Stache.
And start Carly, I know, I dropped Sam on his head too. Sorry.
Did you?
I see. I have a new I just got this tripod, and so I'm gonna have to.
Is that one
just-
streaming too? Or
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
right. This one's
So
YouTube, and that
This
one
one
is
you're supposed to be able to
Facebook.
wrap around things, but I have to put like
Yeah.
something to make it not drop people on their head.
Because this one's more of a live. Well, we're live on
Not
Facebook
bad.
there. This one's YouTube, so this will be around forever.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is like a book right there. That one's looking right into your soul.
So that
Well, if nobody has any more questions, I highly recommend using Sam. Thank you so much for coming out here, Sam, and doing this and joining us. And he's a great guy. If you see him on the water, he's got an orange whaley. No, he's not the Anchor Eats boat in his little boat, but I have seen him on the Anchor Eats boat before.
Yeah,
He
he
is-
might have been on
did
there.
on Saturday.
yeah, he's made some great
Mhm.
memories with kids and just been out there with the folks on the sandbars and on the waters. Sam, the Stache, is known all around St. Augustine. So if you see him out there, give him a wave. And remember, if you need to get in touch with him, 904-248-2691. Thank
Somebody
you so
said
much, Sam.
Sam's the best.
Yeah, he is the best. And stay right here, so you might be able to chime in a little bit.
I think a lot of people know Sam.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So.
yeah. Everybody knows Sam.
He's
Yeah.
more famouser than I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the
For now.
Stache. It's just all those acts of kindness. It's infamous. It's all those acts of kindness. But highly encourage you to use Sam. But while we're talking about like water and bottom cleaning and stuff like that, I want to remind you, I'm also a boat captain, and we've started cleaning our strainers all the time now because we're getting lots of growth. Just like he's saying, the growth is happening fast now. So now's the time of year. If you normally clean your strainers every 2 weeks or something, maybe bump that up so that your air conditioners and your onboard systems don't struggle. Remember, also lubricate those seacocks and those handles so they're nice and easy and you don't break a valve. And then remember to take care of those O-rings that are on the top of those sea strainers. But now's the time of summer when we get that growth. So make sure you check out those sea strainers and seacocks and make sure that your air conditioner and your onboard systems are going to run smoothly. But I'd like to thank everybody for joining in today's Captain's Corner. And we do this every Thursday after the St. Augustine Cruisers Network broadcast. We like to bring in guests that are movers and shakers and popular people here in the St. Augustine area. I'd like to thank Sam, the Stache, for joining us today with Stache Island Diving Service. And I'd like to thank Javier that was here with Dogtown Hotdogs. You can eat his hot dogs on the water. Both great guys. I appreciate them coming out and checking us out. Next week, we're going to have another guest. We'll announce our guest on Facebook, on our Facebook page, and I'll probably put it on the Cruisers Network as well. Remember, you can check out this video in its entirety on our YouTube channel, which is the Anchor Eats YouTube channel. And remember to check out the St. Augustine Cruisers Network broadcast Facebook page, or the Cruisers Network Facebook page. Then you can catch up on all this information. You can meet up with all of our volunteers that are there. We have Captain Sarah that she plans all kinds of events in and around the city and where our cruisers come and we all meet up and share local information. It's a great way to meet new people and boaters alike. So I highly recommend checking out the St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching today, and if nobody has any more questions for us, thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful day. We'll get out there on the water, be safe, and just enjoy these beautiful waters here in St. Augustine, our nation's oldest city.
We'll see you at Sandbar.
Yeah, we'll see you at Sandbar. I'm Brian, on behalf of the Stache, Javier, our cruisers here, and the cowboy in the corner. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Captain's Corner. We'll see you next week.
Oh, good evening. Okay.
Cool.
Well, I guess I have to get something to put under this when I grab around something.
You can put it on. Well, it's probably too close to put it on the table.
There's Kelly, behind the scenes Kelly. There's our cruisers and our cowboy. And there's the Stache himself. And here we are at Marina Munch. Remember, you can tune in any Thursday. You can come and join us. You can either tune in on Facebook, on the VHF radio, or you can join us at the Marina Munch. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.